By the way, that's only the second time I've ever told a joke about deaf people, ever. Only the second time. Told one joke when I was starting out in comedy, and then I stopped because I believed you shouldn't make jokes about disabled people. It's the wrong thing to do. It's wrong, you know. And I never did it again until one day my life changed. I got asked to do a show in Sun City. I was asked to do a show. Sasol was organizing a going-away party for the South African Paralympic team when they were going out to London. And so they invited me. They said, Trevor, we'd like you to come and do a show to perform for Kroko. We'd like... Oh, you forgot. You forgot that that's the name we gave our Paralympic team. Not a nickname. That was our official name. We had Pogo, Bafana, and Kroko. We called our Paralympic athletes Kroko, which means the broken things. A bunch of crocs. That is the worst thing you can call a disabled person ever. Kroko. That is what we call. You got Kroko. That's probably what Reva said to Oscar that night. That's the only thing I can think of. Don't you call Kroko? So anyway, I was doing a show for Kroko, right? And because I'm there, I did no jokes about disabled people or anything that could be seen as offensive. I did nothing like that. And after the show, I was meeting some of the guys. Everything went well. And one of the athletes came up to me, and I'll never forget this till the day I die. He came up to me, and he was partially deaf. And he introduced himself, and he was a fan, a great fan. And he was like, hey, Trevor. Hey, man, how are you? I said, hey, how you doing, buddy? How are you? Good to meet you. Good. He said, yeah, man, great to meet you. I'm a big fan. I said, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. He said, yeah, dude, I love your stuff. You know what? You have subtitles because, you know, sometimes I don't get it because I'm partially deaf. I was like, oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I didn't even know. I just thought you had an accent. That's cool, man. That's nice to meet you. He said, yeah, that's cool, man. I didn't have a question if you don't mind. I said, yeah, go ahead. He said, how come you never tell jokes about deaf people? So I'm sorry, what? I don't tell jokes about deaf people. He said, yeah. How come you never tell jokes about deaf people? I said, what do you mean? He said, well, you tell jokes about everyone. Tall people, short people, black, white, everyone. But I've never heard you tell a joke about deaf people. Why? So you've never heard me tell a joke about deaf people? Yeah. No, man, not like that, you stupid. No, man, you're an idiot. I said, no, dude, I don't know. I don't make jokes about deaf people. He said, yeah, why not? I was like, because I shouldn't make jokes about deaf people, because if I did that, then deaf people would be hurt and they would be offended. Why would we be hurt? It's not like we don't know we're deaf. So I never thought, I thought I was protecting you. Protecting us from what? From laughing. We also want jokes. We're deaf. Yeah, we know we're different, but we still want the same things. I was like, yeah, but you know what's funny is you say I must make jokes, right? But even if you're cool with it, you know who will complain? People who can hear. Yeah, they'll complain on your behalf because that's what people do. They get offended for other people. They'll be the ones going, oh, Trevor Noah's an asshole. He made jokes about deaf people. Like, so? Why do you care? I said, because it hurts. It hurts. He's like, dude, you're a comedian. Suck it up. Hey, it's easy for you. No, dude, just make the joke. If the jokes are funny, people will laugh and then we move on. I was like, yeah, you know what? You say that. But then what do I do if they complain? He's like, dude, if they complain, then complain. Okay? You know what? Go do the joke. Go do the jokes. And then, if they complain, must do what I do. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, just don't listen. You know one of the biggest things we don't appreciate in South Africa, I've learned to appreciate it since I moved to the US, is what a civil relationship we have with our police. Huh? We can fight with our police when they stop us with not one thought in your head of losing your life. That's a luxury in America. I didn't even think about that. I just moved to the US to start working on The Daily Show. And one day I was driving and I got pulled over by a policeman, right? And I get pulled over by this policeman. And being pulled over by the police in America is a stressful experience because they make it a game show where you've got to try and figure out what's going on. In South Africa, it's simple, straight to the point. You get pulled over, the Metro Police comes there, he tells you, my friend, you were speeding. License, letter, license, plus no seatbelt, license. Then immediately you're in the game. Oh, come on, man, come on. Hey, don't come on, nothing here. Seatbelt, when, letter license. Busy driving here, shoemaker, yeah? Yeah. Now you're in the game. You know, it's time to talk. It's time to work things out. In America, they don't play that game. Policeman walked up to my window. I was sitting in the car. Got up there. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Shouldn't you know why? Why are you asking me? No, I don't know. Sorry, what did you say? I said, I don't know why you pulled me over. I pulled you over, sir, because you were speeding. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Do you know how fast you were going, sir? Did you not check your notes before you came? I feel like this is part of now I'm doing your job and my job at the same time. Sir, are you giving me attitude? No, I'm not giving you attitude. I'm just saying you can't ask me why you stopped me and then ask me how fast I was going. Next thing you're gonna ask me to write my own tickets. Sir, are you giving me attitude? You're gonna get out of this car right now, sir. Are you giving me attitude? And I was just talking to the guy because I was like, look, man, you can't say, here's the craziest thing the cop said to me. He looked at me and he's like, sir, I'll tell you something. You were going 100 miles an hour. And I was like, 100 miles an hour? I was like, how did you know that? Where's can I see the thing? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, show me your gun. And he's like, I got, no, whoa, not that one, whoa. I want to see the laser gun. Show me the speed. He's like, I don't need that, sir. I estimated that you were going 100 miles. I was like, estimated? What does 100 look like? Can't just estimate 100. So he's just gonna look, he's like, I can do that, okay? I can look and estimate. I'm like, dude, that's a dangerous thing to do. So you just look and then you go, that guy's going 100. You can't just estimate. Imagine if I just do that with you, where I'm like, estimate, standard 7, pelele. Yeah? Can't just do that. I'm sorry, sir, what did you just say to me? I didn't say any. I'm just saying that it's not fair for you to it's a weird experience with police over there. And my friend was in the passenger seat. He was shitting himself the whole time. He was just like, yo, dude, shut up. Yo, dude, shut up. Shut up, Trevor. Shut up, Trevor. You're gonna get us killed. Shut up, Trevor. I was like, what do you mean get us killed for what? Why are we getting killed now? He's like, shut up, Trevor. Shut up, Trevor. I take that for granted because in America, you could get shot. You know, and you read stories and you see stories of black Americans getting shot, and that is true, they get shot at a disproportional rate, but white Americans also get shot by the police all the time. White police in America, police in general in America, are trigger happy. They don't play games. It's all racism, it's just police as a whole. Shoot first, ask questions later. There they are. You! Freeze! Did I get that order right? We take for granted the relationship we have here. In America, you read stories of people getting shot because they pulled out their wallets. In South Africa, you'll get shot because you didn't pull out your wallets. We're always talking. That's my favorite thing about South African police, is that you feel like you're part of what's happening. Pull over, the cop comes there. How are you, sir? I'm fine, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine, yeah? I don't know if you saw here. Let me just show you. Can you see here? Check the numbers. Check the numbers. See that one there? Top score. Yeah? See there? Top score, yeah? See that number there, yeah? Yeah. What does that number say? Then you're like, it says 160. Yeah? If it was Pac-Man, you have an extra life now, eh? Yeah? 160. So, what are we doing now? Malume. Yeah, what are we doing now? Malume. Hey, yeah, I know, my man, I know. They feel your pain. We're in this together. I almost feel like we need to send South African police. We need to send South African police to America, just so that Americans can learn what it's like to have a functional police force that's not always threatening to end your life. You know? A police force where you can communicate, where you can air your differences without fear of mortal retribution. Wouldn't that be great to have Americans in sticky situations? There they are at a standoff. The police pull up. Woo! All right, we're going to hand you over. We've got a Sergeant Matabula here. He's a specialist from South Africa. We're going to hand you over.
Hello. Hello, sir. How are you?
Man, I ain't coming out.
Yeah. I'm greeting you. I said, how are you? Don't just shout here. We are talking. How are you?
I'm fine, man. Thank you very much for asking. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much. Okay, what's going on here, my brother?
Look, man, that shit y'all trying to pin on me, it ain't true, man. I'm innocent.
Okay. So just come out and we can talk.
Nah, man, I know how this shit goes down. Y'all gonna kill me or I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in jail.
That's not true. That's not true. Just come out, we can talk.
I know what y'all gonna do, man. I got two options. I'm gonna die or I'm gonna spend my life in jail.
There's another option. It involves a cold drink. Doesn't have to be this way.
I just got back from Atlanta. It was 107 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot as well. The worst thing is everyone comes up to me and they go, well, you must be used to this being from Africa. And no, I'm not. I'm from Africa, but that shit is hot. That was just, no. I was scared to go jogging because I thought if I ran out in the streets and fainted, wouldn't the local news love that? I'd be running and I'd fall down in the heat. They would have their vans reporting live. They'd be standing there going, so hot in Atlanta, even Africans are fainting. So I'm enjoying this. Really happy to be here, you know. This is going to be good for us, I hope. I say I hope because I never know with stand-up comedy. It's just, you know, it's an awkward experience, I find. I'm always nervous. I find comedy is very similar to sex for me. Well, it's exactly like sex when you think about it. With me, the comedian, playing the role of the man, and you, the audience, the role of the woman. Because it's my job to satisfy you. And you just have to sit there. And then, just like sex, my success or failure will somehow be determined by how much noise you make during my performance. Which makes it a one-sided affair, I feel, you know? Yes, yeah, I mean, maybe you're the quiet type. I hope we have magic tonight. I hope we create something wonderful. I mean, for many of us, it's our first time together, and that means it might be awkward. I understand this. And if that's the case, I want you to know that I'll look into your eyes, I'll see that I'm freaking you out, and I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll flip you back over and we'll go back to the simple stuff. Okay?